Hello, good evening, my dear people. How are you all doing? Welcome to the Mike at Night broadcast. Lovely day, Thursday, the 28th of November 2024. Let me ask you to share the live. Send it to somebody, share it on your page. Let me also ask you to be able to press subscribe or to press follow, so that we can have you notified whenever we go live. It also increases our algorithm, as they say, so that we'll have more persons coming on board. Do that for me, please. Good evening. This is Mike and what we said, because we're dealing with what hurts men. As you know that this is International Men's Day, and because it is International Men's Day, November 19th, we're still in November, we're going to still celebrate it. So you're going to find that we will put some focus on the men. This is something that is rare. This is something that is not happening too often, because a lot of people are afraid to now address the issues of men. Men themselves seem somewhat reticent, hesitant to be able to deal with some of their own issues. So it is really up to us to be able to promote our men folk and what is going on in society. All right. So let me just say, let's make sure that we have everybody on board. Yep. Let me see who's on so far. Everybody, let me see. Yep, Candice, Alexander, thank you very much for joining. Joanne Benjamin, good evening. Nice having you. Thank you very much. And as you all log on, please just hail me out. Let me know that you all are on. If you are on for the first you, and to be able to connect with you. And know that they said that the internet running a little slow for salt, but we're going to do our best with it. I hope you all are getting good reception. Just let me know. Put up the hearts. If you're not getting good reception, just say so. I think they said something is low. There's a low rate. Yeah. I think that they said there is some low rate that they're experiencing. I don't know how to fix that. So, Charmin boys, good evening. Like you didn't have the session today. All right. Let me start off by saying that there's a seminar coming up. This seminar is on the plight of black men and boys. Dr. Joki Wan, professor in the Ontario Institute for Studies in Education, University of Toronto, Canada, is going to be in Tobago, and she'll be having a free presentation discussion at the Scarborough Library in Tobago. This is face to face. You can't register for this overseas, so it is only for those who are on island. It is December 3rd, 2024. That's a Tuesday. It is at the Scarborough Library at Gardenside Street in Tobago. If you wish to get more information, call 460-0050 and log into that. One of the speakers also is myself. I'm going to be talking about some of the challenges that facing our men and boys on island in Tobago. Right? It is moderated by Dr. Janet Stanley Marcano. She's an educator. So these are well qualified people who have distinguished themselves in the game. All right, the plight of men and boys. It is free. It is live. It is on site. If you are intent on coming, you could register. So it is free, as we said, but we need to know who are the people coming, how many people coming. So you can go to my website, which is www.michaelatstewart.com. That is www.michaelatstewart.com, and you click, and we become parents like the parent who parented us. So even though you hated some things about your parent, there's a high chance you are going to be it to you. If your parents were absent, there's a sort of way that we are going to be also absent in our own children's lives. Well, I'm not absent, but sometimes we are emotionally absent. So we are physically there, but men, because their fathers abandoned them, they have also don't find within themselves what it takes, children and their wives, etc. So those are some of the challenges. And yes, the yelling and the shouting that we've learned in the Caribbean parent, that happens to be one of the challenges that we go through also. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the birth order, the order of birth of your children, and how that determines the personality of the child, and how that personality plays out in the choice of partner that they're going to have, etc. So much we want to pack into it. We're just concluding Saturday coming, one of the cycles in the parenting, and we're going to start another cycle now. And those people from that one will tell you how much they have learned, so much. Alright, so you go on site www.michaelatstewart.com. If you're having a difficulty, you can use the Q code. Take your phone, point it at the screen on that Q code, and that Q code is going to take you into the registration zone. Alright, so and the telephone number is the same as on the screen, 868-480-0080. Okay, so we got that going. Alright, so we're continuing the things that men get hurt at. So let me play video and see if you can pick up some stuff out there now. Alright, let's go.
You didn't see I was calling your phone all day? Huh?
Do
you not see that? I'm sure you picked up 100 other girls' phone calls, right? But you ignored mine?
You're not talking again. Try again. You're not talking again.
I was calling your phone today. Why you didn't pick up?
We're not doing that.
Why didn't you pick up?
We're not doing that. First
you get
of all,
lunch breaks, right?
We're not doing that. First of all, even today, that's not an approach. You need to work on, I keep telling you, work on how you communicate, or you talk to me. I'm not going to respond. You're not going to get the best version of me. You're talking to me like this. Red flag. Go fix yourself. Red flag. Come again.
Hi, babe.
Hi.
Hi. How was work?
Work was stressful today, man. Work was really stressful, you know?
How are you feeling?
I had to do overtime.
And see if you can.
Okay?
I'm okay. I'm feeling good.
Hungry?
I'm starving right now.
Alright. Let's get some food.
Died.
It's fine. I know you was
My
busy.
phone died. Look, my phone died. And then
Okay.
I had to rest to do overtime.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm home now, you know? I feel good. How you feeling?
I feel good.
How was
Let's
your
eat
day?
some food. It was alright. It was alright. The family misses you.
I love it and I hate it at the same time. You and I drink the poison from the same vine.
Alright, well, I hope you all got the message right there. One of the things men don't like, that hurts us, that bothers us, is this shouting woman. This woman who feels that she could talk to us as a child. We don't like that. I don't know any man who says, yes, my wife really shouts at me and she insults me and I just love it. Nobody does that at all. So don't even think of it. We hate it. We don't like it. But here's what I want to tell the men. It's not a justification to fight. And I need to do, all of us need to do, is learn to ignore that behavior. Don't let that behavior drive you to do something just as how you find what she's doing is wrong, reprehensible, and inappropriate. Don't follow her. You understand? If we claim to be the stronger one, then we don't need to use the power in order to be able to deal with that. Dress back. Yes? Dress back from that. Okay. Alright. So let me go now, and so that video I felt was very instructive, that we should learn One, the woman should learn how to talk to her man. Clearly. Because two, the man should know how to respond to her without having to hit her. Because you know I pick it up for the men, but I don't pick up for a man who hits a woman. I don't pick up for a man who is abusive to a woman, where there is violence, etc. Not at all. Alright? So we have to find a proper way to do it. And I like this guy's way. He had his flag nearby. As soon as she started to shout, red flag, flag, flag. No, you got to go and come again. You don't need to be able to entertain her with that kind of behavior. Okay? Alright. Let me see what people are saying online there now. Internet sticking, going and coming, Joanne says. Yes, I know. Frame rate to 15 to 16. Alright. They said this. I don't know how we going to settle that. So I hope that it sorts itself out somehow or the other. Yeah. Okay. So I think that they said it has to be okay. Myrtle, good evening. Nola, good evening. Joy, Sheila, Silence, Emmanuel, Chef, all of y'all. Nicely. Alright, so let's see if we could wallow through this chicken and see how I'm hoping that at least you could be out of the program. Alright, so the last time we spoke, I'll just recap. What hurts a man? One, it hurts people with more respect and warmth than she speaks with him. And we say that hurts a man because she playing nice to everybody else, talking nice to everybody else, but when she talks to him in anger, in disdain, disrespect, bossy, controlling. Men don't like that. There's no man who enjoys that. Number two, it hurts a man when his wife treats him well only when others are wrong. Why? Because that makes it look as though you are such a nice wife. They would not believe what you are behind closed doors. So that two timing thing, is he trying to say behave bad in front of other people? So no, I'm not saying, I don't think he's trying to say so, but he's saying stop that pretense. You understand? Settle what it is so that we can be able to be nice behind closed doors and in front of people. Number three, it hurts a man when his wife makes him feel less important or feels emasculated in front of his children. A man never likes the idea of looking weak before his children. So you can't be talking to him as a child in front of his children. You can't be insulting him in front of the children. You should not be bad talking him with the children, alienating him from the children. It bothers a man with that, even though he doesn't say anything. He does not like it. He does not like when he gives an instruction to the child, says the child must go to bed, and you go and override that and give the child permission to watch one more television show. He does not like when he punishes the child and you go and run to the support of the child and make him appear as though he was wicked to have punished the child. He does not like that. There are ways you deal with things, and if you did not agree with your husband, you can have that discussion behind closed doors. And if he saw him, come back outside and apologize to the child. But you don't go and have it as though he was so wrong. Girl, come here, girl or boy, don't bother with your father. Father too wicked, daddy too wicked. No! Always stop that. I'm telling you. Not making no joke about that. So that was where we stopped, I think, last week. Right? So let's go on to number 3 now. It hurts a man. It hurts a man when he always has to say sorry. Because if he does not say sorry, he has no peace in his own house. It hurts him when he always has to say sorry so that you don't have to cut back on sex from him. It hurts him when he has to say sorry so that at least the tension in the house could be removed. That is manipulative. Yes, that is being manipulated. And this talk about happy wife, happy life. Why is it she has to be happy for him to have a happy life? Why is it we both cannot be happy so that we both can have a happy life? There is this inequity and skewed pendulum that says you must be happy, but he can afford to be unhappy as long as you happy. And so long time, we used to make some of these statements in jest and sometimes out of nice good nature and so on, and talk about this is my better half. Well, some people, some women have taken that to figure that it is literal that they are the better half, the second rate half. No, sir. And quick enough, if these women claim to be talking about equality, they should never have even supported the whole idea about a better half at all. Yeah? Because you can't have both. You can't say we equal and say you are the better half. Okay? Alright. So, I hope you're all following me so far. Hodge says some people seem to have a mother complex. Yep. Late. She came at him aggressively. If he had hit her, was negative comments. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So we continue now. So, what are the things that make a man unhappy? What are the things that hurt a man? Right? So we just dealt with the fact that he always has to demonstrate in emotional fragility. She's fragile. Number 5, it hurts a man when his wife discusses his weaknesses, his dirty linen, his private business, the things that he has done wrong. Admittedly, he has done wrong, but telling your auntie, your nenen, your compare, tooth bagay. You're getting on the phone and they're talking about it. You're talking to your friends about it. So now, he cannot appear before people because he's always conscious. They have my whole story. You understand? That could never be a good way. So a man would not like to know that his friends and everybody has this story, and those flaws and his weaknesses are all exposed. Okay? You must stop that. There is no way you could engender a good relationship and be in that state. Be in a good state of a relationship when you are bad talking your man. Bat for your man. Now let me tell you, there are some women who overbat for the husbands too. Because there are some women who have been abused, get black eye, and go to work. And when they ask where you get that booze from, she lies. So there are some women overbatting for them man. Nah. I think those are the things that need to be exposed. Those are the things that need to be exposed. Because that is dangerous, because you're bringing up children who are going to be learning this whole aspect of abuse. Alright? That is just my opinion on this business here. Alright. Okay. Let me see what you all say. Hey, share your views. And let me say that you can call in. The number is 868-480-0080. That is 868-480-0080. Nola says you should not behave abusive in front of anyone. Period. Agreed. Chef said there should be mutual respect from both parties. My sister Diane, Rock and come in, Diane. Rock and come in. Alright. Okay. So I hope that you all got that so far. So that one, stop telling your friends and your family the faults of your man. He has faults, yes. You have faults, yes. But you don't have to be spreading it all over, because after you done talk your business with other people and you all make up after that, those people out there remember all those bad things you say. So should you bottle up all of that? I'm not saying so either. Sometimes you have one friend or two friends or one family member or two family members that you confiding for your sanity's sake. That's alright. But this that everybody you meet, you understand? I remember being at the airport already and a lady sitting next to me. I don't know the lady. The lady don't know me because it's not even in my country it was. And she sit down with Rudy, unapproachable, cold and combative, making him feel uncomfortable to come home. A lot of men afraid to come home. Why you think he coming home late? You think it's because... Why you think he liming with his friends and them? Is because you think he want to be down the road with his friends? No, not all the time. It is because the state of home is too... It is too tense. You understand me? And he just can't stand the quarrel, because there are sometimes the home, and the woman in the home. Not all the times, but the woman in the home is so quarrelsome. Now I want to also re-emphasize, not every woman I'm talking about. I'm talking about who the cap, let them wear it. But you know I'm telling you the truth, that there are some women, they quarrel for everything. They're upset for everything because they have their own issues going through. And they feel that they need to take it out on the most vulnerable or the most appropriate person. And most times, that's your man. Your boss in work might have upset you, but you coming home to take it off on those at home. So that moodiness, this morning we'll talk good, you know. This evening, for no reason you vex. No understandable or no clear reason why you are vexed, but you're in a bad mood, and you call it PMS. It is not PMS for some of you, it's PMZ. It is right down to the end of the alphabet for some of you. Unapproachable, cold, withdrawn. You can't touch them. You can't make a joke. Yeah, that is what hurts some men, when they have to live inside of that. Right? Hey, did I tell you our telephone number? Yes, 480-0080. If you the code 868-480-0080. Timothy, you got home in time. Rock and come in. Thank you very much. Lyndon, there's a situation where he knowingly hurt her and everybody knows except him. Or he unknowingly hurt her and everybody knows except him. Yes, that is true. Those women who use sensitivity and victimhood, cry for every little thing. They're upset about every little thing and they hurt about every little thing to bring him to his knees. You understand? Not all the time. Yeah, some women use that as a tool to always let him feel guilty that he's such a wicked man and he hurting her and she's so unhappy. Yep. Chef said some sisters have the skills to make men of no value at all by their utterances. Yep, some of them. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me just remind you, let me just go now to our program that is coming up. A free program on the plight of black men and boys. That is on the 3rd of December. It's a Tuesday from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Scarborough Library, you must be in Tobago. It is not online. Dr. Joki Wad of Canada, she's going to be here, and I am also going to be speaking on some of the things affecting men and boys, and she's going to be bringing out her research to share with us. If you are interested, you may call 868-460-0050, or you may go to the website www.michaelatstewart.com. and once you go to the website, you click on upcoming events, you'll see the flyer, you'll press add to cart, and you register your name, your address, and so on. Although it says add to cart, it will know your credit card information. Okay, it's a zero balance because it's a free session, but the registration is for administrative purposes. Okay, Scarborough Library, don't forget. And while we are at that, let me talk about the parenting program that we have coming up. This parenting program, if you want to register for it, you can go also to the same website, www.michaelatstewart.com. It's on the flyer, just at the bottom of the flyer, you'll see it there. www.michaelatstewart.com, and the telephone number for information is 868-480-0080. It's on parenting. We teach people how to drive cars. We teach people how to be able to get subjects for a job. We teach people how to swim, but we do not teach people how to become parents. This program is to help us understand some of our parenting challenges. If you wish to register, you can take your phone, that code that you see in the center of the flyer. You can take a picture of it and it will take you straight to the registration on the website. Parenting does not need to be stressful. You don't have to be shouting. You don't have to be screaming at your children. You don't have to pull your hair out. We will teach you and help you with that. Okay? So I hope that you are able to register for that. It is in January 2025, but we are asking people start registering from now. Alright. Okay. Alright, how are you doing? Let me see there. Frida say her feed keeps going back to the introduction. I don't know why. Lyndon said PMS is some women's get out of jail card. Yes, some women have used it. Some women have used it to their own advantage. Here's what, Lyndon, let me tell you all of this, and you women tell me if I am lying or if I'm telling the truth, that some women will see their monthlies, pretend the monthly is running longer than it really is, just so that they don't have sex with their husband. All you tell me I lie. Some also, although they know the monthly is coming, will pretend it is here already when it ain't reached yet. You understand me? Tell me I lie. Okay? Charmin said his father was abusive verbally. She throws it in his face, telling him he's just like his father, to rile him up just to see what he would do. Yep, that's right, Charmin. That some women do things to trigger a man. Sometimes he might have made a mistake, he did some stuff, and she may want to throw it in his face every time she's vexed. He done something, some acts of indiscretion in the past, and she used the opportune time to hit him where it hurts. You understand? Okay. What hurts a man? What hurts a man? What hurts a man? That's where we are. So we talk about the moody woman. So let's talk number 7. It hurts a man when he watches his wife flirting with other men, and half the things that she carrying on with this man, she doesn't carry on with him. She's not as pleasant and giving the nice compliments, and she doesn't dress up for him in those nice attractive clothes, but see him whenever she's going out and they're going to be meeting other guys and so on. She seems to be pandering to these guys and so on. That bothers a man, because a man knows what another man is up to. Hey, let me ask all you a question there. All you answer me this question here. Should a woman have a man as her close friend? Yeah? And men, do you trust it when a woman has a very, very close male friend? Alright? And men, what do you think of a situation like that? Are there coping skills for men who are in an abusive relationship? Yeah, there are agencies that assist that. Single Fathers Association is one. Be Men, Hodge. Okay. And the telephone number is there. You can always contact. Okay. So, I hope you all heard the question. The question is, what do you agree, or what do you think about a woman? How do men feel when his woman, her closest friend, is a male? How do you all feel? Alright, and let me get the feedback from the woman. Do you think there is an issue with that? Alright, do you all think that there is an issue with it? Rock and come in, people. Let me see who is online. Okay. I'm hoping that the internet is settling down now. Yes, apparently it is. It keeps coming out on YouTube also. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead before we lose the internet. So it hurts a man when his wife is flirting with other men. She's smiling while she's watching her phone, and so you know that sometimes she's talking to somebody and she's blushing while she's on the phone. She's reconnecting with exes, etc. A man don't feel safe, says some people. Alright? Number 8. It hurts a man when the wife is distant, spiteful, not responsive to his touch. She's mad and not telling him what she's mad about. I think that is one of the and doesn't want him to touch her. She's mad and he does not know why. And when he asks, she gives him a short answer. So you know, well, if you don't know, then it ain't bothering you. You understand? So just come out and say what it is, and let's either discuss it or let's part on it. Number 9. It hurts a man when the wife keeps getting confusing advice. When she keeps taking advice from friends and family and outsiders and advice that wrecks the relationship, advice about him, because they don't like him, they don't want you to like him either. Now, let's put a caveat on that. Sometimes it is our family and friends of those women that have to advise them of things she not seen because she's too much in love. So I'll admit that. So I don't want us to be able to ignore the need for people to talk to this woman, because they would still love her as family. They might be a sister, they might be an aunt, they might be in a relationship, still as a child in a home. When not as a child, but you know, the parents consider her their own daughter, etc. They will look out for her. That's all right. So we're talking really about when she just taking chain up, taking talk from people. Everybody who tell her something, she becomes suspicious and have to come and ask, who is so and so, where you know she, and so on. And sometimes it is just some innocent people that he meet, some function he went and he was talking with somebody, and somebody had to bring back news and come and who was in who car, etc. I remember some years ago, at a certain time in the afternoon, and we had to go to deposit the cash to the bank with the staff. I was the senior person at the time. So this same clerk is always seen around the same time with me going to the bank, and people take talk and carry and give my hand. See, they see me with this woman every day. Why is it she had to be in the car every day? They don't even have this tool. You understand me? That's how people just think. But I don't think we could fight that. I don't think we could beat them kind of thing. That's how people are. You see? Alright. Chef said, without the facts, one should not suppose purely based on suspicion. Good evening all. I am late, so I go listen from the back row. Alright, Joanna Peters. Sherry and Jerry, good evening. All of you can come in. All of you real late, boy. Hey. Edwin Tulsi, good to see you. Timothy said, outsider advice wrecks relationship before he can even get a chance to grow. And you know how much time people take talk from people, and some of these people, their relationship not going good, you know, or they don't have a relationship, but they don't really like seeing you in a successful one. So they find talk, the Terrence effect. The woman did her investigation, and having done her investigation, she acted upon the information she got. Doesn't sound to me as though she took talk. Doesn't sound to me as though she took chain up. Sounded to me as though she got information, she suspected certain things, and she made sure that she was on point before she took action. And I think that sounds to me as a workable method. Get your facts, and then you take your action. Alright? Let's go. Alright. What else? It hurts a man when the wife only sees his negative, or his woman, his girlfriend only sees his negative, but seem to be blind to his good deeds, good characteristics, good behavior, good aspects of him. She doesn't seem to see that at all. She only sees everything he does wrong, mentioning his bad. Isn't he supposed to have some faults also every day? Yes, yes. She keeps talking about you're just like your father, because she knows the man's history with his father. She knows some of the pain that he shared about the life that he had, or the life that he failed to have had with his father. And now she's now using that to say that he is just like his father. That hurts a man. I hope you all getting it. But she's stuck in the past. Although they resolve an issue, although he apologized, although he's now moving on, and they come through all of that, she keeps bringing it up. Number 12. It hurts a man when the wife speaks to him with a tone as if she's the boss. So it's the school teacher tone, the principal tone, school principal tone, and or advertisements, may I say. Some of our advertisements are shot, screened with shouting women shouting at their men to advertise things. We almost making it normal that a woman is supposed to be shouting at a man. So I could tell you about that. I just hate to hear them. You understand? Where she's shouting when there's an electricity issue, and he is trying to now taking off the lights and taking off the power and so on, and she's shouting at him and telling him things. All of that nonsense. Yeah? Why do you have to put it like that? You put an ad with a woman hitting a man, but you don't want to see an ad with a man hitting a woman. And I don't agree with an ad with a woman. But why are you putting an ad with a man hitting a woman hitting a man? So, it hurts a man when she had to speak to him as though she's in charge, she's the boss, and he is the subordinate. And sometimes a woman comes home with the office, with her role. She might be senior in her job, and she comes home and thinks she's still senior. She still thinks she has to give instructions, discipline, and berate. Alright? Number 13. It hurts a man when the wife doesn't honor him or his effort just because he does not earn as much as she does. Today I was watching something on Facebook. The woman is holding a baby, and the man come inside the room with the plate of food that he went to the kitchen and got. And she's telling him he never asked permission, that he needs to ask truth and fact. We know that. And once we know that, then alright, let's operate so. But I know that there are some people who think so. Outside a vice-rex relationship before they have a chance to go. Oh, yes. Timothy said that frustrates me a lot. We trash out an issue, and when we put it behind us, it comes back up months after as if it's a new problem to discuss. Yeah. I think most men, Timothy, we don't like that. This recycled, circumlocucious way of using issues. They keep coming around and hit you like a boomerang. Okay? Alright. 7:50. Alright. No. I'm looking at American time. Alright. Number 14. Final one. It hurts a man when the wife uses him to get a comfortable life, but then she turns around and looks to another man for her emotional and sexual comfort. But also, sometimes she goes with the man when she's on hard times, and the man helps her through those hard times, and then she settles for a guy after that. I know I have met some women who admit that a man brought them through the education, paid for their education, their university, and so on, and they took all of that money. Here's what one woman is telling me, that she has a problem in what is the phrase she used, but she's dumbing down herself because he is not qualified. He paid for her to be qualified, yes, but she finds that she cannot find herself marrying him because now she's settling for less than what she is. You understand me? And I've met those on numerous occasions. Yes, Charmaine, I know the internet really giving trouble. Really giving trouble tonight. Like they don't want me to talk about this thing. It's Miguel, Sharon, and Andrews who must be called here and they can tell them or call the network and say, slow down his speed for me. Because she did tell me I had to get she vexed last week. Alright. Yeah. So now you feel that you can't settle for such a man. That is what our parents used to say. Ungratefulness is worse than witchcraft. Yes, sir. We can't go much more because internet issues. So I thank you all for joining me. Let me just give you a final one. On Saturday, 4th January, we do have our program on parenting, how to become a good parent, how to parent properly. We become parents like the parents who parented us. Register please by going online or taking out the Q code there using your cell phone and take out the Q code, go online and register. Also, I want to tell you that we have this program coming up. It is a face-to-face free program at the Scarborough Library on the plight of black men and boys. It is going to give you some wonderful information. Come out to listen to that. Okay? Alright, nicely. Okay, so that brings us down to the end of the program. Sorry about the internet issue. Hopefully that we're going to get it resolved next week. Well, more on Mike at Night. You make sure you take care, and we look forward to seeing you next week Thursday for more on Mike at Night.